I run over 30 educational YouTube channels in every niche you can imagine. Finance, weight loss, you name it. Like this channel that I grew to 30,000 subscribers that also makes over $1 million a year for the business that we promote in the back end. Or this one that I grew to 80,000 subscribers in just 120 days that also makes $45,000 per month. And this new channel grew from 0 to 1,000 subscribers in just 25 days and now is at 10,000 subscribers and makes $40,000 per month. And after making over 1,000 YouTube videos, I discovered 16 algorithm secrets that the top 1% of YouTubers are hiding from you to blow up their channels. That's why in this video, I'm going to reveal all 16 algorithm secrets and how to use them so that you can grow your channel fast. But first, you need to understand something important. YouTube is changing and the platform is going through the biggest shift we've ever seen. You see, viewers are getting sick of clickbaity Photoshop thumbnails. They're tired of retention editing with 100 effects per second, and instead, they're watching more authentic content that provides value and satisfies them. Not only that, but YouTube's TV viewership is skyrocketing. More people watch YouTube on their TV than Netflix. And all of these changes have created unique opportunities that 99% of YouTube channels completely miss. And Hack 1 takes perfect advantage of this by using two specific types of videos that are dominating the YouTube algorithm right now. First is raw videos. As people care less for fancy editing, creators are making low budget videos and they're seeing insane results with little time or money invested. You can create them quickly so you can test ideas faster, which means you can find out what works in 1/10 of the time it would normally take. When you make raw videos, focus on coming up with great video ideas and then make bullet points of what you want to say, then hit record. Simple as that. The second type is long videos. YouTube is pushing longer videos due to the increase in TV viewership, and viewers want longer videos due to the shift in viewing preferences. This is especially effective in educational niches. For example, I produced this course video that got over 100,000 views. But if you choose to make long videos, you must understand value per second, which is how much value does the viewer get compared to the length of the video. Your long videos must have a high value per second, and it shouldn't be any lower than any of your normal 10-minute videos. Basically, you don't just want to make a long fluffy video because viewers definitely don't want that. But making long or raw videos alone won't grow your channel. You need to create content people are desperate to watch, and this next hack shows you exactly how to find those untapped opportunities. You see, in every niche, there are videos that viewers really want, but either creators haven't noticed them yet, or their content isn't good enough to actually capture that demand. These are called content gaps, and if you find them, this can be the easiest way to make your channel break through no matter how competitive your niche is. For example, this video here I made on a brand new channel took advantage of a content gap and got over 500,000 views just from a 2-minute video. These content gaps usually happen from 3 main situations. 1, when new platforms or features come out, like when YouTube Shorts first launched. 2, during shifts in how people watch content, like the current trend towards raw, authentic content. And 3, in popular niches where certain topics are just being ignored. So let's break down this video I made that took advantage of a content gap and got over 500,000 views on a brand new channel. First, I identified a topic that my target audience wanted at the time, which was how to make and upload a YouTube short. Then I did some research on YouTube and found that there were videos with hundreds of thousands of views around this topic, but there were also a lot of videos on that topic already. So basically there was high demand and high supply, and it might have been difficult for me to compete. But through digging deeper and doing more research, I found that most of these videos were around 10 minutes long, and everybody in the comment sections were saying, I just wasted 10 minutes of my life. I just watched 10 minutes of this video and I still don't know how to solve the problem. And that was when I knew that if I made a quick and easy tutorial on how to make and upload a YouTube short, I would break through the competition and my video would blow up, which it did. Or another example is this video I made in the dropshipping niche. What I found in the dropshipping niche was that there was lots of videos targeted towards beginners and younger audiences, such as these dropshipping challenges, but there weren't many videos targeted towards the more advanced, sophisticated audience. So I took inspiration from videos that were working in the business niche at the time, and I made this video here, which got over 200,000 views and is getting nearly 1,000 views every single day from YouTube search, from ranking at the top of the search term e-commerce. And this single video has made over $100,000 from the product that we are selling in the back end. So that's how you can find the opportunities. But after you find the opportunities, you need to validate them. You don't just want to look at one viral video and assume you found a gap in the market. When I do this, I study dozens of channels in my niche and similar niches to see if it actually is an opportunity. Finding content gaps isn't the hard part when you know what to look out for, but most people struggle to find them simply because they just don't research deeply enough. So if you want to find content gaps that can actually grow your channel and beat the competition, you should study at least 20 to 30 channels in your space. You should look at performance over time, not just the numbers of views that you see. You should check if similar and more recent content has maintained its performance or if viewers have gotten fatigued. And you also need to make sure that there is actual viewer interest and that it's not just some temporary trend. To find content gaps for my channels, I usually set aside 2 to 3 hours for deep research. It does take time, but all it takes is one gap to completely change the course of your YouTube channel. Having said all of this, this alone is not enough. And what you actually do after finding success, if you hit that right content gap, is absolutely crucial for the success of your channel. And this is where the next hack comes in, and it's how the top 1% of YouTubers grow their channels much faster than everybody else. And the craziest part is, most channels do the exact opposite of this. This is the exact hack channels like Alex Hormozi used to grow to over 2 million subscribers, and Simon Squibb, who recently blew up and now has over 1 million subscribers. So to explain this, I'll use an example. When you first start your YouTube channel, let's say you post 3 different formats of videos. One is a how-to tutorial that gets 200 views. One is a long in-depth breakdown that gets 5,600 views. And one is a quick tips video that gets 800 views. Most YouTube channels will see these results and do nothing but celebrate their semi-successful video. But that's exactly what's holding them back. Instead, you need to double down on what's working. In this case, your long in-depth breakdown video crushed it with 5,600 views. So 75% of your upcoming videos should be the same format that just worked. Your next breakdown might get 4,300 views, then 10,300 views. Maybe one drops to 1,200 views, and that's normal. But look what just happened. Your average views jumped from just a few hundred to several thousand. But it gets better. Once you've found a format that works, you can improve it, and that can 10x the growth from your previous uploads. What you need to do is identify the elements that made those videos successful. It could be the pacing, the content, the structure, the title, or your thumbnail. Then double down on those specific things. Keep repeating this until the format fails, and while you're doubling down, still test new formats with 25% of the videos that you're making. This way, you take advantage of what works whilst continuing to look for more successful formats to double down on. This strategy works great for the long term, but sometimes you need a breakthrough right now, and that's exactly what hack 4 can do. And this is exactly what YouTuber Arak used to grow from 0 to 1 million subscribers in just 1 year. You see, Arak was putting a lot of effort into his videos, but he just couldn't seem to break through. That was until he used this hack and made this video, which completely blew up his channel. And then he made a series of other videos also using this hack, and his channel skyrocketed to 1 million subscribers in less than a year. This hack is called trend jacking, which is where you take advantage of what is already trending and popular to grow your channel. There are 5 different types of trends that you can tap into. First is news and event jacking. This is what everyone thinks of, like Trump being elected for president or Elon Musk's new AI robot. With these, you usually only have a 1 to 2 week window before the trend dies out, so you have to be fast. Second is creator jacking. This is piggybacking off the attention of big creators like Alex Hormozi and Mr. Beast. Third is interest jacking, which is when you make videos on current topics of interest. For example, how tech channels make iPhone comparison videos whenever a new model comes out. Fourth is format jacking. This is taking a proven popular content format from one niche and using it in yours. Like how this video, 30 years of business knowledge in 2 hours and 26 minutes, has many different versions by creators in different niches, and loads of these have been very successful. And fifth is familiarity jacking. This means using familiar, trusted trusted visuals. For example, finance creators use app interfaces like PayPal or Robinhood in their thumbnails. But here's an important note. Always check whether the trend has already become oversaturated. If there are already hundreds of videos saying the exact same thing, you might be too late. This is why you need a consistent way to come up with successful video ideas, even when there's no trends to take advantage of. And that's where hack number 5 comes in. Because this hack makes it easy to come up with video ideas that can go viral within your niche. First, go to YouTube and create a new channel. Then, make a list of niches similar to yours. For example, if your niche is Facebook ads, similar niches would be YouTube growth, e-commerce, and business. Then, start researching each of these niches. An easy way to do this is using AI to help you find topics of interest in that niche. Then, search those topics to see what videos are being made on them. After some research, YouTube will also recommend you more relevant videos and more channels, so you can research those too. And when you're researching, you are looking for outlier videos. These are successful videos that perform far better than the average. For example, this video here is an outlier, this video here is an outlier, and this video here is an outlier. When you find an outlier, figure out why it was successful. As you do more research, you'll start to find patterns between those outliers, and you'll find common traits that all help the videos succeed. This could be a title format, a thumbnail style, a particular topic, and even the way the video has been recorded or edited. Then you can see if these patterns have been used in your niche. If they haven't, then you might have just discovered a gap in the market that you can be the first to fill. Sometimes all it takes is using this for one video to blow up your channel, like this video I made in a small niche to get 200,000 views. So that's an easy way to come up with viral video ideas consistently. But this next hack is what actually helps you attract the right audience that loves your videos whilst also making it easy to grow as a small channel. You see, most YouTube channels when starting out try to go as broad as possible to get as many views as they can. The thing is, trying to appeal to everyone usually means you end up appealing to nobody. So instead, you want to niche down as much as you can. Now I know what you're thinking, but won't I get less views this way? Yes, exactly. Let me explain. Let's say you're a business owner and you want to get customers and sales from your YouTube videos. If you make videos on general business advice and marketing, you are entering one of the most competitive niches on YouTube. And if you somehow break into that niche and you get 10,000 views, that might sound great, but if only 1% of those viewers want to buy your product, that's only 100 potential customers. Now compare that to getting 1,000 views on a targeted video. If 80% of viewers are the right viewers, that's 800 potential customers. And it's also 100 times easier to get 1,000 views in a small niche with no competition than it is to get 10,000 views in a highly competitive niche. This is what Alex Hormozi calls the views versus value principle. More views doesn't always mean more money. You should still make some broad videos to attract new viewers, but always make sure your content serves your core target audience. Because if you make the best videos for them, you will build a cult-like audience that watches your videos forever. And that's what we all want, right? And this hack applies to all channels, not just money makers. Niche down, you'll convert people into subscribers faster, and you'll also dominate a small niche. Then you can easily expand into bigger, more competitive niches from there. So once you've came up with your YouTube game plan and you have ideas to blow up your channel, you need to create your thumbnail. But creating good thumbnails can be hard, because when your video appears on people's feeds, you're competing with over 10 other videos for the same attention. And if your video doesn't stand out, your video won't get clicked on and you won't get many views. Luckily, there's a hack to standing out against all those thumbnails, no matter how good they are. To make it a no-brainer for your target audience to click your video over your competition's, just show the result that the viewer gets from the video in your thumbnail. For example, if it's to build a successful e-commerce business, show a Shopify dashboard with millions of dollars. If it's getting rich from crypto, have large money amounts on the screen and relate it to crypto. If it's to learn how to write YouTube scripts to blow up your channel, show yourself writing YouTube scripts and analytics of tons of subscribers and views. And by the way, all of those examples I just gave are videos that I made and their thumbnails contributed massively to their success. This is so simple but so effective, especially for educational channels, because you are showing viewers what they dream of and can't get out of their heads. So when they open up YouTube and see that on their screen, how could they not click on that? However, this won't work if your visual isn't convincing enough, because the viewer may think your video won't deliver on that promise. So make sure your thumbnail looks trustworthy, not clickbait, and the title should also contribute to this. The first 5 seconds of the video must also back this up, because YouTube can autoplay your video before viewers click, which can give them a sense of what your video is actually about and whether you're going to fulfill on that promise you made in the thumbnail. Using that hack can make your click-through rate go through the roof. But here's another psychological hack. Create a curiosity gap in your thumbnail. This is the gap between what the viewers know and what they want to know. There are a few different ways to do this. Show the moment before a powerful reaction, show the final outcome and make viewers wonder, how do you get there? Show a before and after transformation, or you can show something unique or unexpected. You can use both of these hacks to stand out and get a high click-through rate. But this can all be for nothing if your thumbnail can't be understood in under 1 second. Because if viewers don't understand your thumbnail quick enough, they will look away to another video and click on that one instead of yours. This next hack solves that though, and it's called the 3-element rule. This is where you have one main element driving curiosity and 2 supporting elements that draw attention, provide context, and add additional curiosity. This will help viewers understand your thumbnail in a split second, so they'll be more likely to click yours before looking at any others. If you use all of those hacks, you will be able to make way better thumbnails. But this next hack gives you a 200% better chance of creating the right thumbnail. You see, having the right thumbnail is crucial. It can be the difference between your video getting 500 views and 500,000 views. That is not a joke. So instead of just having one thumbnail concept for your video, come up with 3 great, totally different ideas. Then you can simply use YouTube's new A/B testing feature to figure this out for you. Give the tests some time to collect enough data, and then you can check if there is a clear winner. You can also take this a step further by testing 2 more similar variations to the winner. Now you have greatly boosted your chances of having a killer thumbnail for your video. Also, quick bonus hack, use this checklist to check if your thumbnails are good. They should be visible at small sizes, stand out in the YouTube feed, and be understandable and interesting in 1 second. The hacks we've gone through so far help you create killer YouTube video ideas and thumbnails. Now, I hate to tell you this, but that's all useless if your video isn't actually good. And one of the most common mistakes YouTube channels make in their videos is that a lot of their viewers drop off the video in the first 30 seconds. So this 30-second hack stops that from happening and makes your retention graph look like this. In the first 5 seconds, you need to convince the viewer that they'll get what they clicked for. To do this, include social proof at the start of your video to establish credibility. If you're in the educational niche, this might be, I've sold 5 businesses and now have a portfolio of companies that do over $200 million a year. If you're in the entertainment niche, this might be showing the golden yacht that you just showed in the thumbnail. Then once the viewer trusts you, make a clear promise to them about what they'll get out of watching the video. It should also confirm the expectations set in the title and thumbnail. For example, in the hook of this video that you're watching right now, I first established credibility by saying I run over 30 active channels and that I've grown channels to all of these different high levels, and then I made the promise that I'm going to give you 16 algorithm hacks to help you blow up your channel. If your video is long, you can also clarify exactly how you're going to deliver on that promise. In other words, state the plan. And also make sure that in your hook, it's clear exactly who the video is made for. This is especially important if, for example, you're a business who has a specific target audience that you sell to, because you don't want to accidentally push away the viewers that you're actually targeting and attracting the ones that you don't care about. This can be as simple as saying something like, whether you're an e-commerce brand that wants to scale to the next level, or just someone who wants to learn how to become profitable with paid advertising, this video is for you. As an example for a paid advertising agency for e-commerce brands, but you can apply that same principle to your niche. Here's actually one more hack you can use at the start of your videos to get more people to watch, and this is especially effective for longer videos. I call this the gaslight hack. At the end of your intro, before you get into the actual video, you psychologically punish viewers who think of clicking off, and you reward those who are going to continue watching. You can say something like, and by the way, if you don't have 5 minutes to sit down and focus on watching this video, that could potentially be the one video that helps you blow up your YouTube channel and completely change your life. I don't mean to sound harsh, but you're probably not going to make it on YouTube. But if you're ready to watch this video and actually take YouTube seriously, let's dive into the hacks that 99% 99% of YouTube channels aren't using that could blow up your channel. Saying something like this actually stops your viewers from clicking off the video and your watch time will be higher. I've personally tested this over hundreds of videos and I can tell you that this actually works as long as it comes across in the right way. Using intro hacks will make a huge difference in how many views you get, but that's only if viewers keep watching the rest of the video. Because if they click off the video even after watching the intro, the YouTube algorithm is going to know that your video didn't satisfy those viewers and it won't push it in the algorithm. So here's a very simple hack on how to keep your viewers watching until the very end. I want you to think of your YouTube video split into segments. For example, if you're making a video on 5 things you learned, that video would be split up into 5 segments. Each of these segments should end with a payoff, where the viewer learns something or feels something. After each payoff, if viewers aren't re-hooked into the video, they could click off. So to prevent this, you should do 2 things. Make sure each point is connected to each other. Just like how between these hacks, I am connecting the points together so you don't really get a chance to click off. Then you want to use something called an open loop at the start of each point to pique curiosity and keep the viewer watching. An open loop is when you create tension or curiosity by starting a story or idea, but you don't finish it right away. It's like when a TV show ends on a cliffhanger. Your brain can't help but want to know what happens next, and you just can't wait until the next episode. For example, I could start a video by saying, in this video, I'm going to show you the one change that I made to my YouTube thumbnails that doubled my click-through rate. But before I show you that, you need to understand why most thumbnails fail. And then the video goes on from there without actually answering the first question until later on in the video. By doing that, I have just created an open loop in your mind. Your brain is now waiting for that thumbnail tip, which makes it way more likely for you to watch the entire video. Also, here's another bonus hack for getting better attention in your videos. Put your most interesting point straight after the hook, because this will make viewers more invested in the video from the start. After using all those hacks to write a better YouTube script, there's one quick hack to boost retention even more, and it barely takes any effort. First, copy your script and go to hemingwayapp.com. This is not sponsored, by the way. Hemingway is just a great app. Then paste it, and Hemingway is going to detect the reading level of your script. A recent study found that over 50% of adults read below a 6th grade level. So your script should at least be at an easy reading level, otherwise people will click off the video because they don't actually understand what you're saying. Hemingway helps you with this and also improves the readability of your sentences. But aside from that, there's one more hack that you can use to get more watch time than anybody else in your niche. And watch time is one of the main things that the YouTube algorithm looks at to determine whether to push your video and make it go viral. This hack helped Ali Abdaal build his channel to over 5 million subscribers and make over $5 million per year from YouTube. But real quick, before we get into that, I need to quickly mention that YouTube doesn't just care about views or watch time. One of the biggest factors that tells the algorithm to push your content is session time. This is basically how long someone spends watching your videos in a single session, not just how long they spend watching one video. If someone watches your 10-minute video, that's good, but what if they then watch 3 more of your videos and spend a whole hour on your channel? YouTube sees that as a major signal that people love your videos and will push it to even more viewers. When you think about it, the more time somebody spends watching your videos, the more money YouTube makes from ads. So of course, they'll push the videos that make them the most money and provide the best experience to their users. And the top YouTubers are using a simple hack to take advantage of this. Instead of letting viewers choose what to watch next, they promote their next video at the end using end screens. You might have seen these or even used them before, but chances are you're probably not taking full advantage of them. If you use these in the right way, your channel might get pushed by the algorithm way more. At the end of every video, you should direct viewers to either a specific video that's the logical next step for them to watch, for example, a YouTube script writing guide after a YouTube ideation guide, or a long valuable video like a 2-hour course, or a strategically ordered playlist that will autoplay your best and most relevant content. It's also important that the videos you direct them to should have already proven to satisfy the audience by having high engagement and have a high watch time, or simply these videos are already successful. And this is because you don't want to push viewers to a video that could have a negative effect because they watch that video and they don't really like it. When you make this call to action, treat it like a hook for another video. Create curiosity and give them a compelling reason to click. For example, now you know how to come up with killer video ideas that can blow up your your channel. But to be honest with you, all of that is for nothing if you don't know how to make the perfect thumbnails for your videos. So click on this video here if you want to learn exactly how to create thumbnails that are irresistible to click. Everything from design to A/B testing. If you're unsure what to select for the end screen, match the next piece of content to what the viewer just watched. If they watched a beginner video, send them to the intermediate content. If they watched a strategy video, send them to a tactical how-to video. If you can create this chain reaction effect where on average anyone who watches your video watches another and another and another, it's almost inevitable that your channel will blow up. Now, this last and final hack is one of the most impactful hacks, but completely overlooked. And by using it, you can turn random viewers into super fans that watch every single video that you post. And this is exactly how Mr. Beast gets over 100 million views per video. And it explains how creators like Ali Abdaal get hundreds of thousands of views within days of uploading their video every single time. You see, most YouTube channels fall into a big trap. They focus only on getting new viewers and subscribers because that's what makes it look like you're growing. But here's what the top 1% understand. Converting a viewer into a superfan is worth 100 times more than getting a new viewer. Because once you have recurring viewers that come back, every video has a guaranteed audience. And this is the final outcome that you want from growing a YouTube channel in the first place. A huge cult-like audience that loves all of your videos, talks about you to their friends, and buys your products and services if you sell them. It's easy to forget this while chasing more views and more subscribers, but this is what actually builds successful YouTube channels. So there's a few ways to turn short-term viewers into long-term fans. First, try to make your content predictable and familiar in some ways. So this could be keeping your video length consistent. So if you usually make 15-minute videos, stick to that range. Developing a clear signature style. So your personality, your editing style, your visual branding. Setting expectations and delivering on them every single time. That is super important. For example, Daniel Dalen has recently taken over the vlog scene on YouTube, and he created his own signature style, which is this POV format. His videos have a consistent style, but every video has new content, so viewers know they'll like it, but it also doesn't feel repetitive. You also should have many touch points with your audience. You can do this by replying to all comments fast, use community posts to maintain engagement between uploads, create an email list to reach out to your superfans directly, and also guide the viewers to similar content through end screens like I just mentioned. Every time a viewer comes back and gets what they expect, they are more likely to return again. It's like a restaurant. People return because they know the food is going to be good. But if they go one time and they find a hair in their pasta, they're probably not coming back. Now, another really powerful way to convert short-term attention into long-term attention is developing what I call an entry barrier. This is something unique about your content that others can't easily copy. This could be a unique skill or expertise, personal experiences or results that only you have, access to special resources or locations, your authentic personality, or even access to a lot of money to create videos that not many people can create, such as Mr. Beast. For example, this YouTube channel has a network of super successful people, and he pays to fly out to them and spends all day recording a high production video with them for his YouTube channel, which then he spends many hours planning, scripting, editing, and creating thumbnails for. Not a lot of other creators would invest and risk that much into one video, but this is exactly what sets him apart from everyone else. And if viewers like watching that sort of video, they can only get it from that channel, so they'll just keep watching and sharing it with their friends. These 16 algorithm hacks will make growing your YouTube channel so easy it feels like you're cheating. But there are still a few things that you need to consider if you're really serious about growing your YouTube channel. So click on this video where I'll go into more detail on exactly how to grow your YouTube channel right now, everything from ideation, scripting, recording, editing, thumbnails, and even some new updated tactics that the top YouTubers are using right now. So like I said, if you are genuinely serious about growing your YouTube channel, you can click on that video on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next one.